What it do, bruh? Talk of the town, Nintendo, Doc Trey still holding it down, still make the best games, and you know this, bro. It's the truth. You don't like it, you can have that seatbelt.
So we've been waiting on the Nintendo Switch 2 for a very long time. But now that we are less than 2 weeks away from the Switch 2's official unveiling and showcase, I can safely say that it's going to be worth the wait. We had to wait a long time, but the fact that these games are going to be way more polished than they could have been if this system released earlier, the pure amount of games that are going to be ready for this system at launch. I mean, and even think of it like this. Imagine if the Switch 2 came out at the time that we actually wanted it in, 2023 or even 2022. Do you think the Switch 2, if it came out then, would have 12 gigs of RAM? I'm not sure about that. And remember, this is a system that, especially going by the original Switch, we're going to have this system for a very long time. This is going to be the premier Nintendo system for pretty much almost the next decade. So they have to get this right. They have to nail this. Nintendo knows that they have to nail this. They have to nail this system and this launch, not even just for Nintendo, but for the game industry as a whole, because the other systems have not really lived up to their hype. And Nintendo needs to make sure that the Nintendo Switch 2 does. And I'm sure that it will. Because they are taking their sweet time. And they are being super secretive. Like, more secretive than normal. Like, Nintendo is a secretive company. But this is at the height. Now, when I tell you, and you guys know my search game, when I tell you that this is single-handedly the hardest Nintendo system to find information on, believe me, it is. It's very hard to find information on this system or on games coming to the system. It's extremely difficult. And I think when all is said and done, when this finally gets shown, we're going to see that it was worth the wait. I remember when we found out that the system wasn't going to be coming out last year, and then we found out that the system wasn't going to be coming out in March. We were pretty disappointed. But thinking this is when it's finally shown, when we finally get there, we're going to see that all of our patience was paid off. I'm very excited for this system. I think this is going to go down as being one of the greatest systems of all time. And that's really crazy coming from the Switch, because the Switch is already one of the greatest systems of all time. And this might end up being that much better. And that's pretty crazy to think about. But there's a lot of pressure on this reveal. And I think Nintendo intends to not only live up to the hype, but to exceed the hype. And that's pretty exciting.